Thank you for taking a look at the bug that I'm trying to report and my workaround that I currently have for it. So, context, I am trying to simulate an email with reusable iRise master components. Okay, so let's jump into the simulation. This is what I'm trying to accomplish here. I want to simulate the experience of a user receiving a notification from some solution that I'm trying to have built. So how does it work? They observe an email notification in this case, and you see the number 1 in a red circle over the mailbox, and then they tap on the mail icon, which will take us to this next screen that will provide a list of all the simulated messages in my inbox. And this is where I'm trying to reuse those components called masters in iRise. As you may have noticed, the email inbox that I have simulated contains 3 identical messages. I have more work to do before this better resembles a user email inbox experience. As I get into the details of making a variation of the reusable master component, I will encounter a bug in the iRise platform. I will show you where the problem is and demonstrate my workaround. Hopefully, an engineer at iRise will see this video and correct the Save as Master bug that breaks my date format operation. What you're now looking at is a combination of a screen recording and screenshots of me making a variation of a reusable master component in iRise. As I dive into an extremely specific piece of functionality, you will see a series of magnified screenshots that capture the steps used to recreate the date-time error that occurs when you resave a variation of an iRise master component. Making a variation of a reusable master component is a 3-step process. It begins after selecting the master that you would like to modify and then choosing to break the master reference. The next step is to modify the component for the desired appearance, behavior, data, and logic requirements. The final step is to complete the process with choosing to save the modified component as a master. And now that I've made the changes that I like, I go ahead and I save as a master, and this is where my problem happens. It does not function properly. After this component is saved as a master, I observe a problem. The time isn't being displayed on the modified email component. A bug in the Save as Master function is causing the date calculation logic to fail. The date calculation logic needs to be rebuilt as a workaround to the problem caused by the bug. You will see that the workaround is tricky, and hopefully an engineer at iRise can use this video to address the bug. The email component's display logic is not showing message time. A bug in the Save as Master function needs to be corrected in the Canvas workspace. Workaround steps will require both rebuilding the Canvas time calculation algorithm and reconnecting to the page display logic. This time calculation algorithm is used to create a fictional message received time of 72 minutes ago. The series of logical operations subtracts 72 minutes from the server time and links to the display in the top right corner of the email component. The following steps will work around the bug causing the date parameter to fail. As we zoom into the workspace and look at the page section, you may notice that the message receive time contains 3 values: hours, minutes, and an AM/PM indicator linked to off-page Canvas logic. The problem is that after saving this component as a reusable master, one of these parameters, the time.mm parameter, is now failing to pass a value to the minute display. Now that we have identified the source of the problem, let's zoom into the logic that is failing to pass the time.mm value to the page display. By zooming into the off-page Canvas logic, you can see that time.mm is derived from a date formatting operation that takes 3 parameters. The first parameter is the input mask of the incoming date time value. The second parameter is the desired output format of the datetime value. And the third parameter is the datetime value derived from an algorithm that takes the server time and subtracts 72 minutes from it. I would like iRise to address the bug occurring between the on-page display and the off-page logic after the save as master function is performed on the component. I am presently addressing the bug with a workaround fix. For troubleshooting purposes, I will demonstrate the following 3 steps in the iRise project workspace used to repair the broken display logic functionality. Those 3 steps are: Step 1, create a new date formatting operator. Step 2, attach the 3 parameters to the new date formatting operator. And finally, Step 3, replace the faulty display logic for time.mm value with the new date formatting operator. Once the display logic is connected to the new date format operator, the modified master email component will display the simulated message time produced by an off-page canvas datetime algorithm.